And we're live. It's Sunday night. Thank you all for popping on. Get on here. We're going to talk about beginning again. Hi, I'm your host, Pat Nash, and we're on Pat Nash Talks on this Sunday night, this beautiful Sunday night in June. I don't know if you can tell. You can tell I'm not in the studio, right? This is a beautiful hotel room somewhere in Atlanta. I'm not telling that for serious reasons. But anyway, I am on tonight, you guys, and I am one of those beautifully tired, energized moods. I don't know if you've ever been that way. So if you have, you know, chime in and say, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I had to pop on here. My producer is a slave driver, and she's like, ma'am, we're late. Where are you at? So I had gone downstairs to get something to eat because we've been in this beautiful conference all week. If you guys have never done Next Level Speaker with ET and CJ and all the gang, all the family members and the community, you've got to attend. Check this out. Even if you don't want to be a speaker, if you just want to be around beautiful people who are driven to help people in various areas and are passionate about what they do and love hard and will take care of you, you need to run to uh, Next Level Speakers Conference in 2026. The one in 2025 is over. But just connect. Trust me when I say I don't care if you want to be a speaker or not. Be in the room with people who have an incredible energy. I can't even describe it. I wish I had someone who had been with us this weekend to get on here with me and explain the feelings and the takeaways and all of those things. So you have the benefit of catching me while I'm hot from all of the fire that I experienced. And please forgive me, I'm trying to jump on another use my laptop. But just all the speakers that came through and all the people who were involved in the conference, the energy and the synergy and the power was incredible. I know y'all thought, hey, Kelly girl, 2026, you need to be in the room. I'm telling you, the energy was incredible, and the people that I met has literally changed my life. So forget that. I'm going to talk to you from here. I wanted to jump on tonight and talk about Dare to Begin Again. So the funny part, you guys, being in this training this weekend, that's all I heard. Sometimes you start out, right? Things don't go as you expected. Some people quit. Hey, Lonsine. Oh, thank you for jumping on. I have those people who are in my corner, and trust me when I say I appreciate you, because Lonsine pops on and she says hi, so I know she was here. That's a hint to those of you who say, I watch you all the time and I never see anything. So I don't know if you were here or not. You could be lying to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'll believe you if you just say, hey, even if you don't know what to say, do what Lonsine did. She said, hello, everyone. That's kind of a nice thing when you walk into people's house or a hotel room. You need to at least say hi. So hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Let me tell you why that's important. This message may not be for you. You may not want to begin again, even though I think there's somebody who is listening to this that needs to hear this. But somebody you know may need to hear it. And if you don't share it, they will never know. And shame on you. So we're here tonight, and I want to talk to you a little bit about daring to begin again. And you know, I like to give my own personal testimony. I'm not going to tell all my business because in Tabitha Brown's words, because it's my business. But I'm not going to tell all of it. But I will tell you enough to understand I know what it means to begin again. I think that was Birdie. Was that Birdie saying, hey? I think so. Yes, hey, Birdie. I didn't have any red cups here at the hotel room. So yeah. Cheers. We're here. It's Sunday night. I'm so okay. No shame in my game. Let me see who that is. Oh, Kimberly's like, I'm not lying. Kimberly, what are you not lying about? She told me I'm not lying. That you see me all the time. Oh, hey Letha. So they're popping in. See, y'all see that? That's called obedience. And even if you watched us after the show, pop on and say replay. Just put replay. And I know you missed the show because you were watching the Thunder whip up on the other team. But at least pop in here and say, hey, or replay or whatever. Almost halftime birdie. OKC is leading away. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I was over here starting this because I was like, game one, they was acting a fool. I'm like, y'all know nobody comes to Oklahoma City and be trying to beat y'all. But last time, I'm acting like a sports person, right? I'm really not. Last time, looking, last time they came in and they allowed them to get some, they allowed them to get some footage, made them feel good about themselves. That's how people do you. They let you feel good about yourself before they whip up on you. So I'm still for this is how I know I'm a fan. I'm still for what did Letha say? I'm doing both. Oh, thank you, Letha. Letha, I need you. I'm gonna hit you up later. You guys, I need 17, 18 more reviews on my first book to hit 100. So I'm saying this I've never done this before, I don't believe. I'm saying this to you, those of you I know are my community and love me and care about me. Go to Amazon. Yes, I said Amazon. Even if you are, it looks like this. So this is the first one. Go to Amazon, get it, and leave me a review. And when I get to 100 reviews, I'm going to do something special for those people who were the first 100 to do that review for me. And what is Todd saying? Thunder's up. Woo! Okay, so we do know the other team is a comeback team. So I'm going to need Thunder to go ahead and get up 100 points since I'm on 100. Get up 100 points so I can get 100 reviews and we can really, really celebrate. So y'all heard me. I don't lie about it. It might be the French 75 talking, but what I said is those 100 people who helped me get to 100 reviews, I'm going to do something special for you. And I meant that. I'm going to do something special for you. And so please help me get there. Go to Amazon. Just say Pat Nash self-love book. All of them will pop up, but hit that first one and you'll see on the reviews, it'll be the stars and it'll be a number. And I want to say I'm at 87 or 88. Click on that for reviews. Leave me a review so that I can get to 100. And y'all don't stop till y'all see 100 something on there. Other than that, call your auntie Nim, your cousin Ray Ray, and Pookie Nim and tell them, show them how to do it. Some of us don't know how to do it. Tell them I need these 100 reviews. So that was my plea. I've never done this before. And we're going to get on with this beginning again because I can't start over. We already started this thing. And Angie's going to have a real serious talking to me after this is over. But in my words, she's not the boss of me. I'm just playing. Thank you, Letha. Y'all saw that? My sister said, okay, we'll do. And when I get back home, we're going to celebrate. So I said that, and we're going to make it happen. So let's get into this. Let me tell you why this subject came about, Dare to Begin Again. Some of you know about me, right? You know my trials and tribulations. I don't look like what I've been through. So when I tell people my age, and no, I'm not fixing to say it, Angee. When I tell people my age, they're like, no way. I would have thought you were 20 years younger than what you say, right? And I'm like, thank you. I'll pay you later. So with that being said, you guys, I had to begin again several times, several times. I had to start over again. That's my Gracie baby. I have to put my glasses on, y'all. I'm sorry. I know this is probably annoying to y'all, but I don't like to wear them because of the glare, but I like to be able to read. Oh, that's gross. Okay. So I'm trying to stay on the subject, but all these people who are chiming in and, oh, there's my other baby sister. Okay. So sisters, don't tell nobody I'm in the A, so I'm gonna get up with y'all. Oh shoot. I just said that line. Okay. So I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you, tell you where I am. We're over here having a blast, right? So I have two of my sisters in the room. Hey, beautiful. Who is that? Let's see. Oh, that's Becca Pooh. Okay, so anyway, I can't say that. She's a professional businesswoman. I don't need to be calling her Pooh. That's Becca. So, beginning again, the best part about a beginning again, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, right? So you know two things. You know what doesn't work, and you know what you don't want again, right? If it didn't work out, you know you don't want that again. So I have some particular set of negative criteria that I will not be looking for in business partners and friends or in lifelong partnerships. So, right? So I'm not starting over again. Literally, I'm starting with experience. That's a more powerful position. So, true story. I'm not going to use her name because I'm going to have her on my show. Very good sister. When I tell you, has a heart of gold, beautiful woman, not only on the outside, but she's beautiful on the inside. Loves her friends, love her family, hard charging woman, likes to go get it. Was attached to an idiot. I'm sorry, sir. If you watch me, you'll know who I'm talking about. And some of you, I'm not talking about it, probably hit you pretty hard too. But she was attached to an idiot who did not realize what he had, right? So it was not a good time for her when she should have been loved, protected, honored, and appreciated for what she brought to the table. She was always challenged. She said to me, this came out of her mouth, I'm never doing this again. Never. Because it was horrible. And I don't ever want to feel like that again. I'm free. I feel good about me. And, she was going, I don't never want to get married again. I don't never want to be in that situation. Let me fast forward. I've known her for about 2 years. Let me fast forward. Not even 2 years. She engaged, happy, but she had pronounced that she was never going to get married again. I know other people, my brother Bert, it was like, I'm sure when he dealt with, she said, attached to an idiot. So, see what I'm saying? Don't make me get started. I'm going to pour this into a red cup and pull out the popcorn, Bert. You don't want me to do that because it's too early. It's only 9:15 on the East Coast and 8:15. That's too early. The babies are still up. So anyway, what a darling. Hey there. Hey, Doreen. Where was I at? My sister said, write it down because you get excited and you forget what you're saying. She said she didn't want to ever deal with a guy again, right? And I looked at her. I said, first of all, you're beautiful. Your girls are still perky. And you have all of this sex appeal. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, okay. The girls could have been anything. She got daughters. The girls were still perky. Dance, full of life, just a very loving person, right? She gonna crack up when she hears this. So she got engaged. And I'm not gonna tell you the date because most of y'all will know. Oh, that's her. That's what you're talking about. She got engaged to a wonderful man. Check this out. I would dare say totally opposite from the guy who fumbled the ball or missed the hoop. Totally opposite. And she's happy. Do you know what that does to me? If I were really emotional right now, I can be, but if I was really emotional and I want to do the ugly cry, I would be in tears because she almost let that go because one person couldn't appreciate her. And I said, dare, because sometimes it's a risk and you're afraid. Do it afraid. Do it ugly. I mean, you don't have to do it ugly. When you're going to go date, it's going to be cute. But when I see all this stuff is coming in my head about what I learned this weekend. So do it anyway. If you're scared, that's the best time to do it. Because now you can overcome your fears, right? Doreen said, I'll cry for you. Girl, cry for me, honey. It touched me right here. But seeing her now, and she don't know I do it, but sometimes I'll go to her page and see her and her boo on vacation, see him out to dinner, I don't know where he's taking her. He likes some of the things she likes. she's living her best life. And I call this fourth quarter because we're definitely over 50, right? In her fourth quarter, she's been blessed to find somebody who appreciates the gift in her, right? So I had this conversation this weekend, and we were talking to our huddle, some people in our huddle up group, and we had like a little intimate section, and we were talking openly after it was over about things that matter to us. So as a relationship coach and someone who pours into people's spirit and wanting them to live their dream and to love themselves enough to not settle for changing their desires because somebody else couldn't appreciate them. So I said this earlier. I was on Dr. Kyrie's show. I think I said this earlier. I have to go back because I usually watch it to see what I said, because y'all know I get on here and I get carried away. So Angee and I, in our businesses, we have this philosophy, right? That if we're doing this and we have blinders on and we're going in this direction, I just believe in the vibration that we're in the energy that we're in. Spirit always send people who can just join link with us and follow through with us. And they don't even have to get off track. Let's say, I don't know, they love art and design. Okay, I don't do that. I just show up and talk. Y'all know the show is called Pat Nash Talks, not Pat Nash Does Art and Design, right? So I would say they do art and design. I need that. They don't have to get off of what they love. You can get the point. They can just come on in and sit here. So I have this beautiful woman who is a friend of mine. She was introduced to me to my best friend, my male best friend in Atlanta. She speaks Spanish fluently and understands English. She just has that thing. And so she's like, hey, if you need some translation, I need that. Well, it's been on my list to speak Spanish, but I got a long list, and it's only one life that I have, and I'm not sure how fluent I can get to be able to put my books on Audible. So she's going to do my book on Audible. You hear me putting it out here, so you came back out. Do my book on Audible in Spanish, right? And then she has this sultry voice, so it's going to be beautiful. And a lot of people are going to think it's me, and I don't even know if I'm going to tell them. I think I have to legally say I'm not the one who did it. Who is that? That's Dixie Cop. She's like, hey, ladies. See, she already knows more people in the room than me. She's like, hey, ladies. So anyway, she's going to do that, right? I don't have to speak Spanish to get that done. You get the point. So at some point, hey, Kelly, I think I'm going to end up a cougar. Oh, girl, I can talk to you on that too. I don't know now. I think I can show you how to do it without getting restraining orders, because I didn't do it right. So anyway, all these people who have these talents and skills are just lining up. So I said to her this weekend, after we were watching all these talented people, right, and we saw some very positive relationships, married couples that are working together and moving, and this thing is fire. So I'm getting a chance to see what I see for me, right? Ooh, that was kind of nice. I'm seeing what I see for me lived out in my face. So I'm like, this is possible to have a life partner. And I need to do that so I don't stay in trouble with the Lord. But to have a life partner that I can do this thing with, and they're right there with my energy. How can I say it in a nice way? They have my energy. They match my energy. I can do it, right? So now I'm like, okay, this thing I see it. With that being said, I was telling Angee, I said, in my life now, I'm in the fourth quarter. They call it in football a Hail Mary because we're of a certain age. I may not look like it, but I am. I don't have 20 years to invest in somebody to figure out what they want or to figure out if they know how to treat me. I don't have that. And I'm not going to take that, right? So I said, doesn't it make sense to say, I want somebody in my life partnership, as I begin again, finding a partner that doesn't have to come off of what they want or who they are to roll with me. I won't have it any other way. This ain't what you want, good. That means you're not mine, right? You belong to somebody else. And I'm not a thief. I don't like stealing. because I mean, you can get in trouble for that. So I'm not planning on stealing nobody else's husband, nobody else's boo, none of that. So I'm okay with saying, okay, that person's not for me because their stuff don't line up. As I'm going down this life looking for this peace partnership, it doesn't line up with what I want. I'm okay to say, okay, that's not mine. That's somebody else's. So I'm encouraging you and I'm talking to someone. It shouldn't be that hard. Hear what I'm saying to you. It shouldn't be that hard. You shouldn't have to coerce, beg, or manipulate anyone to love you like you need to be loved. It is not that hard, I promise you. What's going to happen is what I saw with my own eyes that happened to my girlfriend, Portia. What is going to happen? And other people that I know, what is going to happen is you're going to get more than you expected. Let's say you thought you were going to get this. That person comes in and you didn't even know you needed some stuff, right? And they show up doing that. You don't even know how to take this. It's like, have you ever looked at something and said, this is too good to be true? And then be looking for something to go wrong, but then it never does? That's the favor of God. Man, I'm telling you, in this season, I'm in that. So I do know that is out there for me, and God is no respecter of persons. So if he will do it for me, he will do it for you. How do you say that in Spanish? Anyway, he will do it for you. So I'm not going to coerce anyone, but I think I'm gonna get someone in here to share this screen with me, even though it's a little screen, just to say hi and to say, yes, if I had the opportunity to begin again in anything, I ain't scared. So so you guys, this is my friend Jessica. She's going to be the beautiful Spanish voice on my Audible books when they're done. And she heard me say it to y'all. And now you see her face. So she came back out. She came back out.
Never planned to.
See, ooh, that was kind of sexy. So anyway, we were talking about this. We always talk. Do we not talk openly about everything?
Absolutely.
Everything. Probably stuff we have no business talking about.
No business.
But we do.
But here we are.
Yeah. So I told her, I said, I'm going to talk about Dare to Begin Again. Will you jump in? She's like, yeah. She ought to know me by now. You say yeah.
The dare. She took the dare.
The dare. She going to pop on here. So if you had to say something to people about Dare to, Darlene's like, hey, if you had to say something to people about beginning again, can that be scary? Do you feel like that could be scary sometimes?
Wow. So especially, one of the things that Pat mentioned was where we at in the phase that we are in life. We don't have time for certain things. It's definitely scary to begin again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a time thing, isn't it?
It is.
It's like,
well, because you're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. We know we don't look like it.
Don't crack.
So it can be scary, but it can be done. And we're seeing it. So I'm telling you, Bert said he gonna go get his red cup since we're talking about perky girls. And what else? What else we was talking? Cougars. Yo, look. First of all, what we're not going to do is go too deep into that because it's still early. And that's for the subscription show. We're going to have a subscription. If I have a subscription show.
Oh, absolutely.
You going to be on there?
Really?
Yes.
But yes, I definitely will say with the Dare to Begin Again, age is not a factor. It's not a number. You just have to jump out and do it.
You think you would ever be a cougar? Oh, never mind.
I mean, we've been there a couple of times.
But y'all think about it. It ain't about the age. No. It's really not. It's not about, well, kind of sometimes it is. There's sometimes
there's certain
variable of danger.
But we're gonna keep this positive and positive for the life. We're gonna do that, and we're just gonna say that we're going to step out in faith and dare to begin again.
Yes, and that's the good side of it. I'm honestly telling you, It can happen. I've seen it with my own two eyes. Well, all four of them, because I probably had these on too. Yeah, Birdie, get your red cup. Yeah. So, because we can get into a lot of trouble in 30 minutes. Do we have 30 minutes? Yes, 30 minutes. Well, Angee said 20. She's such a drug. Oh my God. So who is talking now? Who is that?
The glasses.
I know, they're not even working right now. Miss Wisdom. Sisters need to know their value. Oh my God, girl, I love you.
And then
these men, value plus tax. These men can spot needy women. Set your standards. I'm going to throw my glasses down. For real.
Just boom.
Okay. So this is real talk. And can I share that message that we had last night? Not all of it. I ain't going to tell everybody's business. On camera. We'll talk about it off camera. So last night, there's always an after party when you do these big conventions, right? So we're in the lobby having this conversation. There's men, there's women there, and married, single. We're all sitting there, right? Professional people. Some of these people, I wouldn't say unrealistic. Money I have not seen yet. We're sitting there. We all have various incomes, come from various backgrounds. And I start the mess. I'm going to start the conversation. I mean, that's what I do, right? So I say, when did these men start being the prize? That's such a feminine thing. I'm the prize. That sounds girly to me. I'm sorry. Hit me up later, but that sounds girly to me. To say I'm the prize, she need to recognize I'm the prize. Use another word. I'm the king. I am just as valuable as she is, and I need her to respect that and see that. But to call yourself a prize sounds a little like you're in touch too much with your feminine energy. I'm just saying. So I said that because I can. So I said that, and out of respect for me, the brother's like, I think it's only scary if you push for it or continue to look. But if you allow, oh my God, Becca is over here dropping some knowledge too. I'm coming back to that, Becca, because I'm going to stay on this girly man stuff where you're talking about being the prize, right? And this is my opinion. I mean, this is my show. So I'm telling you, I think it's a little girly. So use another word, get creative, dig into your vocabulary or into your thesaurus and try to figure out another word for prize. All right. I don't know, award, something. But I just felt like that was a little feminine. So I asked the fellas, I said, when did men, kings, head of homes and head of corporations start calling themselves a prize? Because what I understand a prize is something that is won. So why do you feel like you have to be one as a dude? I think men should still be in the role of pursuer. I think the only place that doesn't happen is probably where I think the cougars do the shopping and killing and bring it home to the family, and the man sits there looking all puffed up, a lion or whatever. But anyway, so let's stick to the fact that we are humans, and that women's main desire is to feel protected, to feel loved, to feel that loyalty. Men need loyalty too, but men's number one thing is respect. I personally lose respect for a man who feels like a woman has to chase him or come after him or pursue him. The fellas didn't like the word chase because they say if a woman doesn't want to be bothered, they're not going to chase her. I get that. But the point is, make that initial contact. Don't be scared. I mean, do it scared. What can be said? Yes or no. Either way, you haven't lost unless you haven't asked, right? You see something you're interested in, men, go on and be a dude and say, hey, what's up? It doesn't hurt to say it. Learn what to say. If you need my help, let me know. But learn what to say. Why a woman got to come to you and be like, what's up? I ain't doing that. I'm telling you. Hell will freeze over and have ice cream sandwiches before I will go and try to fool some guy or go and try to talk to a guy. If he looks at me and he's interested, he gonna know I'm interested because I'm gonna look back, and he might look over and I'm looking again. That's eye contact. That's body language. You don't understand that? Get some wisdom, get some understanding, all of that before you just expect a woman to come to you. And you don't have to listen to me. This is my opinion. I'm telling you. That is very female. It's my dog. Okay, that is very female. You are right, sis. A man should say that. Okay. So, and I didn't pay Birdie for that. I didn't. The reason I love him is he can be transparent. He can say, I messed up here. I didn't do that right. And he can say, I do this right. And I'm not going to be doing it wrong again because it's not beneficial. So I love a man who can learn and don't let it stop him from growing and being who he needs to be. Women need to have that same energy. And what I was trying to explain to these brothers, I run 4 companies, and that's not bragging. I have to be a decision maker in all of that. I have to go after the money. I have to go after the contracts. I have to do this all day long. I'd be darned if I'm going to do that for my man who's supposed to be my king, supposed to be my soft or hard place to land. I'm saying I'm not doing that. There are other women who will. And that's why I say it's somebody for everybody. Hey, there's somebody for everybody. But my person, and I have a right to say that, when you love yourself, you have a right to say what you want and believe that you can get it. Because if you can see it, you can have it. So I can see a relationship that works like that. I don't ask for much. I know I don't. Not comparison to what I give. Not in comparison to what I bring to the table, to the house, to the chair, to the car, wherever you want to eat, I bring it there. So the point is, if I'm doing all of this, why I got to play your role too? What do I need you for? I can get some batteries and a charger, if you understand what I'm saying. If I got to do that, I don't have a desire to do that. So we had this kind of real conversation. Oh God. Oh. We had this kind of real conversation last night, right? All the brothers agree but one. Needless to say, I'm sorry, I have to take it here. This was my personal experience. You have women who actually devalue themselves and treat the man like he is the prize. Well, that's why you have girly men. Hey, if you want to stop having that, stop doing it. Don't buy into there's more men than women. So if you got a man, you need to do whatever you need to do to keep him. Chances are you have someone who's saying they're a man, but is there another name for somebody who has both parts? But anyway, they're saying they're a man, but they're living so much in their feminine energy. You know, you'd be like, no wonder so many women are switch. I mean, no, let me not go there. I'm just saying, decide what you want and love yourself enough to say, I deserve it. Now, don't be women. I'm going to speak to you right now because you know you could be a little cray-cray. It doesn't mean that you need to do crazy stuff like, oh, he need to open my door and do it with his pinky out. Or, I mean, you know, sometimes some of the stuff that women say, I'd be like, well, I wouldn't date you. I ain't doing all that stuff that you want. Women are chasing and getting on their knees to propose in marriage. I've seen that foolishness, and we are making it easy for them. So this is the thing. I'm always making it easy for you fellows. And the way I do that is allow you to be the man. How about that? That's so easy. I'm going to allow you to be a man. All this stuff that I do and all this stuff I am, I'm going to submit, concede, give honor to, respect to the man who reciprocates. I was told this and I'm seeing it, you guys. Women are multipliers. You give me disrespect, you're going to get it back. You give me honor, you're going to get it back. I'm sorry. You give me money, I'm going to spend it. No, I'm just playing. You give me money, I'm going to invest it and multiply and give it back somewhere. I might invest it in me, some new jewelry or something. But anyway, all I'm saying to you is that is a woman's intuitiveness. A woman. Now, you got some women out there that's pretending they're not really women. I don't know what we have been in our culture creating with our music, with our social media, TikToks and all of that. I don't know what we're creating out here. And then you wonder why there's gender wars, because the women are trying to be men and the men are trying to be women. And so y'all are competition to each other. Like y'all both going after the same thing. Y'all both want to be the prize. And you wonder why there's gender wars. You're both trying to be the prize. It's like, let's have some differences. And I'm even up for this. If the woman is the man, has more masculine energy, then man, if you like being in your feminine energy, find you a woman who is in her masculine energy. That's a perfect couple. I'm not trying to tell you how you should act in your home, because what is good for you is good for you, right? I'm saying for me. So we were having discussions on what we want, and we means me and meant them and everybody in the room. And so I had this disagreement back and forth with my brother because he refused to have an agreement. I don't like the word chase. Call it pursue. And the other brothers are like, okay, yeah, maybe he can do better with that. I'm not even saying pursue because I'm not pursuing a woman. Okay, let me break this down. How did you meet your wife? Because he married now. Married, loving it, just bought him over $1 million home. He's celebrating. He showed us all pictures. He's married. His wife is helping him build this empire, right? Okay, brother. How did you meet her? Oh, I saw her and I said, hey. Now we done had 20 to 30 minutes of discussion. And just because I'm a woman and said the word prize and chase, you were committed to misunderstanding every John Brown thing I said. I just said that. I said chase and pursue means to me, you came to her and said something to her first. That's all. I didn't say she sit there like a deaf mute and didn't talk back, or she rolled her eyes and walked off. That's chasing. That might be a different kind of chasing. That's stalking. I didn't say that. I said pursue that person. You pursued the woman. You allowed her to be in her feminine energy and you came to her. Now he did it. Okay. She said she has a great opinion about why men act so feminine. Okay, sister, drop some words on us, drop some wisdom. So, but sometimes people are just committed to misunderstanding you. Needless to say, I said hi to him today, but I had no other conversation. Let me tell you why. The Bible says, why have conversation why hang around fools that have nothing to teach you? First of all, if you're committed to miscommunication and you're a coach or speaker or anything like that, I'm here to learn. I don't have nothing to learn from you because you're committed to misunderstanding the opposite sex because, I don't know, you have mommy issues, somebody hurt you before, and you're not healed from it. I said I need to probably fast. I'm not going to say fast. I need to take about 30 minutes and pray for his partner. Because if you're that cantankerous and disagreeable on a general subject that all the other brothers were like, yeah, I can see that. I've done that. I mean, I said, hey, if I'm interested in somebody, I'll say, hey, if the sister's not interested, hey, she let me know. That is normal, healthy communication. Don't commit your time and energy, women or men, to someone who is dedicated to misunderstanding you. Miscommunication, playing with words, twisting them back and forth, back and forth. Say what you want, say it with your chest. You may not want what the other person wants. Say it. You owe them that and you owe yourself that. That way, they can get out of the way, or you can get out of the way, and leave that person, have enough respect to leave that lane open for someone who will step to them correctly. That's all I was saying to the group. I'm like, when did men have this attitude about I'm the prize, or what they scared of? What they scared of? I'm like, you're the man. Don't do nothing you don't want to do. It's okay. Don't let nobody, fellas, don't let nobody coerce you into doing something you don't want to do. Because what happens, and ladies, you don't want to do this either, because what happens, they blame you for it. For the rest of the time you're together, they blame you for it. I don't want to do this anyway. Then why'd you do it, Ninja? Why'd you do it? Don't do stuff you would want to do, right? You would think that's simple. Anyway, I don't know if Letha was going to give me the Sister Letha was going to give me the suggestion of why men act so feminine. Now, I mean, fellas, I'm not talking about you who are in that and feel like that is who you are. Do you? All I'm saying is, you know how you hate people who are feminine, but they don't want to say it because they're embarrassed or whatever. Say it. Hey, say it. I was going to say a word and I'm not going to say it. But say that's who you are. If you're scared, say you're scared. But don't walk around scared and blaming other people and giving other people pure hello because you scared. I don't know how I got on this, but I think I'm talking to somebody. And if you're out there, please listen. You're beautiful. You're wonderful as you are. Somebody is going to appreciate you. In the words of Betty Jean, my mama was very smart, right? She didn't have to have a doctorate's education at the university. She had it in life. So I think her and my dad were together 50 something years till they left. And it ain't easy to stay with somebody that long because you're growing and you're like this at different times. You're growing, you're becoming and all of that. But they were together through all of that. 8 kids and all of the disagreements and everything. They were together. So she had a license to speak to me and say, look, first of all, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. A man will never understand how he hurts you sometimes until he gets hurt. Now, don't take this the wrong way. Don't say I said this. They do it, you do it. I didn't say that. I'm saying sometimes a man will never understand the pain he causes you until he feels it. It's like a kid who sees a flame and it's pretty and they want to touch it. You're like, no, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Then they touch it and they be like, dang, that was hot. Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you. So sometimes men and women don't understand the pain they cause someone until they experience it. And we know the great teacher and Lord and all of that. He taught from that. He taught from experience. He was acquainted with pain and disloyalty and religiosity. He was acquainted with that, and he knew how painful that could be. And so when you understand it and you know better, you do better. You should, because if you don't, guess what? You gonna reap every single thing you sow some kind of way. It may not be from the person you did it to, but it's coming back. Guarantee that. Good seeds and bad seeds come back. You're not going to sit up here and plant some watermelons. No, let's say something nasty. You're not going to plant some chicken gizzards and watermelons are going to just you're going to reap what you sow. All jokes aside, you're going to reap what you sow. Somewhere it's coming up and you will understand the pain you cause someone. So as much as it's up to you, live peaceably. That is another, we were talking about that in our weekend counseling or weekend training. The Bible is a immeasurable resource for life's lessons, lived out in stories, lived out in principles. And even if you don't believe in the Bible, it doesn't mean it's not true. And it doesn't mean the principles don't work. I can say I don't believe in gravity, but if I jump off this, off 12th or 13th floor of this hotel, I'm surely going to feel it. So with everything that you guys are doing, and ladies and guys, men and women, and I think they even have an area for other these days. But anyway, anything that you're putting out there, trust me when I say it's going to come back. So it's better for you. Listen to what I'm saying, because you're going to look at it one day and be like, oh my gosh, she cursed me. She said it was going to happen. No, it's a principle. It's a principle and a law that you don't get to escape. You're going to reap what you sow. Absolutely. So sow good seeds. Be kind to each other. When I sign off, I always say, I wish you love. I wish you light, peace, and blessings. Think about those 4 elements. Love covers a multitude of sins. Love never fails. Never fails. When you show up with love, it never fails. It don't mean when you love somebody, you're going to change them. You change yourself. So light. How many of y'all been stumbling around in the dark and hit your toe or something and made some pretty profound words and statements when that happened? Darkness is not ever a good place to be. So that's why I say love and light and peace. Man, there's nothing like peace. I met some people here that knew me 10 years ago, and they knew me from a relationship and a job. I was in a job I didn't like. I was in a relationship that was difficult, and they knew me then. And they were like, you were still kind and did things in excellence. But what I see on you now, on your face and on your energy, is a totally different thing. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you're in the space right now. It matters. You guys, some of y'all looking old before your time. And that's because you're allowing people to drag you down. They're dragging you down. The stress and worry of carrying somebody. And when I say carry somebody, I'm not talking about putting them on your back. Some of y'all would try it if you thought they would stay. But I'm saying the stress of worry of carrying someone emotionally, financially, all of that spiritually, the stress of that, it wears your body out. We're not even meant to carry it. And let me speak to those people who say they are believers or they're Christ-like or Christians. He said, that's too heavy for you. I carry that. That ain't even meant for you to carry. You're supposed to give that to somebody else. So you need to be giving it away. If you love you, don't carry nobody like that. You can't. It's hard enough to carry your own self. We all have an obligation to carry our own fears, our own anxieties, our own wins. We're responsible for that. Nobody's coming to our rescue. That can be good because when you have to be your own rescue, it feels really good when you step out on faith and become that. So in that vein of loving you and showing up for yourself, you allow other people to do the same. And I know I'm speaking to the women now. I know there's a lot of men who do it, but there's so many, probably 99% of the conversation I'm having right now is for the women that think they can love someone into submission. They can love someone into caring. They could love someone into responsibility. And we can't even figure out how to lose these 20 pounds and how to get to the gym, how to get to the gym without a bunch of excuses. But you think you can change somebody else? That ain't even your job. Their job is to change them. The real power comes in allowing them to be who they are and you recognizing it and accepting that and you looking inwardly and changing you. Lisa Nichols said something. I'm about to log off. We're about to get out of here. Lisa Nichols said something today, and go look her up. She's a powerful woman who speaks into the lives of millions of people. She said something very profound. She was single for a long time while she was building her speaking business. Very successful, but she was doing internal work. She was investing into herself, learning something new. She was doing all she needed to do and learning and figuring out how to be a mom, how to invest her money and grow it and buy real estate and travel the world and speak to all these stages. She was completing her own self so that when her man came about, he wasn't trying to complete her. She was already complete. So you had two complete people coming together. You're talking about powerful. It is a beautiful thing to see. So when I said I saw it today. I saw it in action. This sister doing her thing. And honestly, I nudged my girl. I said, Angee, check her out. She looks good. She looks so great. And some people will give men the credit for that. And I think in a little way it's true. But I'm saying she had her own money. So guys, stop thinking it's all about y'all's money. She had her own money, her own business, all of that. But what she didn't have is someone who was protecting her, who was her security, her strong, that person that was going to be there, who had her back. If she did lean to the left or right, he was there for her. So she stopped in the middle of this powerful speech, right? She said, I need some water. And so one of the runners come running up to stage with that. She's like, can you take that to my husband? And everybody started standing up and clapping. And he jumped up. He went and got the water. He opened it for her and he gave it to her. And she drank it and she looked at him like, That's what I'm talking about. That is the feeling you get when a king, a man in his masculinity, can even just give his woman some water who's out there doing her thing. Say, baby, I got you. I'm on the front row. I'm your support. I'm not going to keep going all night. But the person who needed to hear that tonight, to dare to begin again, guess what's going to happen? They're going to at least start thinking about it. And they're going to be like, if I begin again, what does that look like? Let me start writing it down. What does it look like to start again? Men or women, if it's something that's not going right in your life, it may not even be your relationship. It could be your job. It could be like you want to sing that song, Take This Job and Shove It or something. You may be feeling that way. Dare to begin again. And don't be saying, Pat told me to quit my job. I didn't say that because you don't even know what you want to do yet. I'm saying at least make the steps to find out what it is that ignites your soul and causes you to have passion, causes you to jump out of bed in the morning early when you know you didn't go to bed till this morning. Talking to myself, y'all know I do that. So what is it that does that for you? And I say you owe it to you to figure that out and make it happen. So I'm done. I'm thirsty. It's yeah, it's about that time. Can y'all believe I talked an hour? Yeah, they can. So they're like, yeah. So but that's Pat Nash Talks. And yeah. And it's because I do have something to say. And I hope you got something from this that might encourage you not to allow that bad relationship to prevent you from showing up as a powerful, beautiful woman that you are, or man. And or that you are tired of going to that dead end job and you really fixing to start figuring out what you want. Right. If you're interested in coaching or you have someone that you need to show up and give an encouragement, I tell people all the time, I don't care if it's three people or 3 million people. Reach out, padnashllc@gmail, and say, hey, you think you can come and talk to our group about starting over again, or about finding out what they want, or loving themselves enough, or whatever subject you need me to talk on, because y'all know I can talk. Hit me up and we'll make it happen. And I'm about to get off here. Who was that? Darlene? What did she say? Boundaries. Oh, she wanted to talk about that. Girl, I could be here all day talking about boundaries. That's just telling people no, and letting that be enough. And no, I don't want to do that. Or no, I'm not doing that. And nope, I'm not doing that either. No, that's not who I am. I'm not doing that. That's boundaries, the short version. So with that being said, you guys, as always, I wish you love and light, peace and blessings until next Sunday, or whenever I try to jump in here and say, hey y'all, what's going on? So that's it. It's been Pat Nash Talks. I love you, and I'll see you next Sunday, if not sooner. Good night.
Backyard parties. It's your boy Tony D on the radio. You know what time it is. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks, where we have the conversations that create real relationships. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation. See you then.